Next, we'd like to show you about the personal settings in FamilySearch. This is one area that often gets overlooked by users of the system, but it's an important aspect that you should check out at least once or twice a year. Let me show you how it works. If you click on your name in the upper right on the very first page in FamilySearch, your settings will show right underneath that. You go ahead and click on Settings, and as you do so, it will open up your individual settings with four different tabs: the profile, your account, notifications, and permissions. And let's just look briefly at each one of these. Profile allows you to add a portrait if you'd like to put one in. It will have your name and contact information and your place, such as country. We encourage you to at least have your country public. You can show a more detailed location if you want. And there's a bit of additional information below that as well in your personal profile. When we go to the Account tab, you'll see that it allows you to change the name that displays on your account. It will allow you to change your password directly right here if you'd like to do that. Your username will show up. Your recovery mobile number and recovery email will show up as well. And these are provide information that they can use in FamilySearch to send you information to reset your password if you need to do that. And down at the very bottom are family tree preferences. This is the family tree starting person, and it's the individual who will appear first in the tree if you're looking at a tree view. And then this continues at the bottom with some general settings: gender, birth date, phone number, mailing address, and you can make each of these public or private by clicking on Edit and then marking them as public or private. One that's very important to know at the very bottom of the Account tab is the Show Temple Options. This allows you to either turn on or off whether temple information is shown. And so if you're making a presentation to someone who's not a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you may want to turn off the temple options. The next tab over, called Notifications, explains how you want to be contacted by FamilySearch. You can get all kinds of text messages. You can get emails from FamilySearch about different things, discoveries that they might find about your ancestors, family groups, temple ordinances, and so forth. You can customize which of these messages you would like or not like to receive. If you don't want to receive any of them, you can unsubscribe from all. And at the very bottom is where you would change if you wanted your language to be something other than English. The last tab is called Permissions, and it shows a couple of different options for viewing. You can either turn on or off whether you want your profile included in directory search results. Also, to enable relationship viewing. Whenever anyone makes any sort of a change or modification or adds anything in FamilySearch, their username will appear, and by clicking on their username, you can contact them. And if the person that you're looking at has enabled their relationship viewing, there will be an option to click on to see how you're related to that person. We encourage you to enable relationship viewing. If you'd like to do that, it's a great tool to see and even contact people who are making modifications in the system that are related to you. The next section is the helper access. It'll give a 5-digit helper number. This is a number that you can provide to someone from FamilySearch or other user that wants to be able to look at the information from your point of view as though you were logged in. And they can do that with your username and your helper number. At the very bottom will be partner access accounts. These are sites or apps where you have agreed to allow that particular site to have access to your FamilySearch information. And the reason for that is in order for these sites to provide connections and to provide links and to access photos and so forth, you need to grant access to them. At any point in time, you can revoke that access by just clicking on revoke, and that will take care of it from that point forward. Now let's jump over to FamilySearch itself. Those were the settings, which are just there under your icon, your picture icon. The next section is family groups. Family groups allows you to create a group for sharing messages and sending ordinances to other family members to allow them to pick ordinances from a list of ordinances that have been shared with a group. They work great for an individual family. They work great for a ward or a stake, and you can create the group and take care of that right from here. There is another module that gives all of the details about creating family groups and inviting people to the groups. It's module number 18 if you'd like to take a look at that one. The last item in settings that we'll talk about today is the source box. Sourcebox is an optional tool that you can use if you'd like to. Many people don't use it anymore, but it can be great for keeping track of all of the sources that you've attached in FamilySearch. When you attach a source, there's an option to put that source in your source box so that if for some reason someone deleted that source from a person page, you could always go back to your source box and find the source there and use that source to attach it again to someone else. So for example, this one right here at the very top, if I touch the box and then click attach, I could go reattach that source to that individual. It also gives you the opportunity to search through your sources. You can search by title or keyword. You can move sources into what are called folders. You can create a new folder. You can do it by ancestor if you want to, or by location. However you would like to organize folders is totally up to you. And then you can select sources that you would like to put into that folder. You would just select the sources and you would click move, and you would indicate which folder you wanted to put them into. There are filter options as well, so that you can filter based on date ranges, who created it, memories, and so forth, to search through your filters and find information very quickly. So Sourcebox is there as an option. You don't need to use it, but if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to. And I hope you enjoy FamilySearch settings. Be sure and go look at them periodically just to make sure that they show the settings that you would like to have shown, or if your information has changed, such as an email address, please update that so that FamilySearch and other users can contact you. Enjoy settings.